Hello everybody, welcome to Faniversity. My name is Cyrus and today I'm going to analyze and recap and review Jurassic World from 2015, and it's probably my favorite Jurassic movie ever. I know that I was like, in the other video, I was like, no other Jurassic movie can get better than this. I changed my mind. Personally, this is my favorite. I watched it when I was very, very little, so it's kind of based off the feelings I had then, but it's my favorite one, and it's very controversial because some people don't like it. I just like the new ideas that has, and I just love it. I love it. Okay, so let's press play on Jurassic World. We start the movie off with the baby Indominus Rexes, like when they're hatching, and it breaks the tradition of the opening kill of the movies, and I honestly don't care about that because the park is supposed to be functional, and if they had somebody die, then it wouldn't be a functional park. There's a bird foot that just like gets on the ground, and it's re-implying that dinosaurs were like birds, which is what Dr. Grant said in the very first movie. And then we're introduced to the child point of view, which is Zach and Gray. They don't have like the greatest brotherly relationship, which sets up the first character flaw of the movie. There's two different developments. This is the first, which is the two brothers slowly starting to connect throughout. And we find out that the parents are getting a divorce, and so they're letting their kids go to the island so they can like not think about that stuff. The music in this movie, it's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. It's such a step up from Jurassic Park. Like, Jurassic Park 3 is the worst to me, and then Jurassic World just a million times better. Like, I love it so much. In the background, you can see one of Ian Malcolm's canon books, like in universe, and it's God Creates Dinosaurs, which is of course a reference to the line from the first movie.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth.
Then we see the gate open, which is like, it's like from the first movie, and the music is so amazing when Gray is like running, and then he opens the door, then it's so good. We are introduced to Claire, who is like this business lady, and she's like, hey, we got dinosaurs, you want them? And they get like really meta by being like, hey, people aren't interested in dinosaurs anymore, we got to make new ones, which is like of course being meta to the people that watch the movies, and then they're slowly getting disinterested in the dinosaurs because they just do the same thing over and over and over again. Then we find out what an Indominus Rex is. It's just a bunch of random things mixed together into one animal, and then we just show that to the world. Then we go inside the visitor center, and we have like holograms. Somehow we have Mr. DNA. Also, Claire, find out, is a terrible aunt, whatever you want to say, because she's like, when was the last time I see you? And Zach is like, 7 years ago, and she's like, okay. And she completely ignores that part. We meet Larry, who's like just a comic relief guy. He's like being meta on theme park product placement, which I really like. We are introduced to Simon Mizrahi, who's the CEO of Jurassic World. He's a lot like Hammond. He has like amazing quotes.
The key to a happy life is to accept you are never actually in control.
He's just like John Hammond. He tells Claire that everyone should enjoy Jurassic World.
Enough about cost. John Hammond entrusted me with his dying wish, and not once did he mention profit. Spare no expense, he used to say.
I appreciate that, but the reality of operating a theme park requires...
Don't forget why we built this place, Claire. Jurassic World exists to remind us how very small we are, how new. You can't put a price on that.
We see the glass that's broken because the Indominus Rex is aggressive, and Claire says that it can sense thermal radiation, also hinting at it being able to change its own thermal radiation. They were introduced to Star-Lord, or Owen Grady, or Chris Pratt. We're introduced to him in the Raptor pack, and they actually kind of like listen pretty well. Like, they're kind of well trained. And then we meet Barry and Hoskins, aka the Kingpin. Barry's not the Kingpin, Hoskins is. But Barry is Owen's friend, and Hoskins is the bad guy. He wants to put machine guns on the dinosaurs. Then a guy like falls into the pen, and then Chris Pratt has to go in there and has to be like, calm down, and then they don't calm down actually. He runs and they try to chase him. Do we see a baby dinosaur? And then Zach and Gray run away from the babysitter to go to the T-Rex kingdom. We get to see Rex first time, who in like since the 90s, who's the original T-Rex from the original park. So Claire goes over to Owen, and Claire's like, hey yo, come check out our new dinosaur. And she's like, wow, the assets. And he's like, dinosaurs aren't like that. They're animals. They're not just numbers on a spreadsheet, which sets up her character flaw that she doesn't think that they're like she doesn't connect to them. She doesn't have empathy. You could go to the Mosasaurus part, and it like jumps up, and they have a little bit of connecting, which is nice. More character development for Zach and Gray.
Hand when she comes